Gas company could soon get taken over by one from another state.
Yes, a Florida utility company is buying New Mexico gas company for $950 million. Tico Energy, based in Tampa, announced the deal yesterday. Now, New Mexico Gas, which has almost 500,000 customers, is the state's biggest gas supplier. State and federal regulators must still approve the deal. But what does this mean for you? Well, right now, it is too soon to say exactly what kind of impact it will have on the state. But Tico is saying right now, anyway, that it has no plans to raise rates or cut the workforce.
Right now, our focus is to get our deal done and get the companies integrated, and we will definitely be looking at both of those issues down the line.
The company says it plans to invest $50 to $75 million a year into the new projects here. The company hopes to get regulatory approval by next January.
A new state law is about to make it easier for you to find out about public meetings. School boards, city councils, and other government agencies will have to post the meeting dates and agendas online at least 72 hours before they start. They'll have to start doing this by June 14th.
A Manzano High School student is suing his former basketball coach, claiming he beat him up. According to a federal lawsuit, former Manzano coach Travis Julian is accused of choking a 15-year-old freshman in a locker room and slamming the player's head into the locker after a practice. Well, the incident allegedly happened about 2 years ago. The lawsuit claims APS didn't properly report the abuse and gave Julian a slap on the wrist. Now, APS declined to comment on the lawsuit, but did confirm that the district briefly put Julian, the former coach, on paid leave a day after the alleged abuse happened. Now, Julian was suspended the following season for making physical contact with a referee during a game. We know that. He resigned to take a job with Los Lunas. Neither the school district nor the attorney who filed a lawsuit nor the former coach himself returned calls to comment on this case. Well, was it necessary or excessive?
Yeah, cell phone video shows sheriff's deputies taking down a man early yesterday morning, and now the man's family is quite upset about this. We do want to warn you, the video is a little graphic.
Give him your hands, bro.
He wants to know what is going on.
Oh. Are you seriously?
He was on top of him as he was on his back. The cop was on top of him and striking him dead in the face 3-4 times. It was just brutal.
All right, Bernalillo County Sheriff's deputies were originally called to this neighborhood in the South Valley for some kind of a disturbance. Thomas Young here went to go check things out, and deputies say he was aggressive as they started asking him some questions. Then Young's brother claims the deputies punched Young. The deputies say no, that did not happen.
You punched me in my face.
It's my position, based on what I think is a very dark video that is taken out of context as to what happened earlier and what happened after, that the suspect was simply resisting arrest.
Well, deputies eventually tased Young. They got him under control and then arrested him on charges of battery on an officer. Young's family plans on filing a formal complaint for excessive force. We have learned the escape by 2 inmates may have been because of a corrections officer's very obvious mistake. Andreas Macias and Brandon Davis here made a break for it back on April 22nd as a corrections officer stopped at UNMH to pick up another prisoner. Well, court documents that we got a hold of show the 2 may have gotten free because a corrections officer left the van's door unlocked. Reports had originally said the 2 kicked the door out, but deputies say Davis told them the door was just left unlocked. The jail says an outside firm is now investigating, and it has not said if the officer will get disciplined. Both inmates are back behind bars.
Well, cancer treatments may be effective and save lives, but the side effects can sometimes be as bad as the sickness itself.
However, that could be changing now thanks to a groundbreaking type of radiation therapy that's being used right here in New Mexico. News 13's David Romero explains.
It's called the Dynamic Jaws, and like its name, doctors say it's proving to be a vibrant new way in how cancer is treated in patients.
We're able to treat patients so much more effectively, more precisely, get a higher dose to the tumor, and just spare those healthy tissues, which is extremely important.
Loveless Hospital acquired the machines within the last year. They include a machine which can image tumors and give doctors a better idea of where they are and how to treat them. They also have 2 new accelerators which are geared to treating the tumors and surface cancers. Doctors say so far it's been a success with patients.
Oh, it's so exciting to see patients, especially head and neck patients, that no longer suffer the detrimental side effects of the radiation that in the past was just a given. Now we're able to really give people the quality of life that they've been treated for their cancer, and they're not suffering the consequences of the treatment itself.
With reducing a lot of side effects that cancer patients face, the new dynamic jaws is also speeding up treatments and saving more healthy tissue in the process.
So I've had, very little lasting effects, which is the most amazing thing about this treatment. And I think it's important people know that this treatment's out there, and it's very effective, and it can be a very positive experience, actually.
That's been welcome news for someone like Jill Barron, who underwent treatments with the machine last year.
It's really just a day at a time, and it's brief and it's painless, and I think it's a lot better than what most people would expect.
The machine specializes in treating patients with breast, prostate, lung, and head and neck cancers, giving them a more concentrated, slightly higher dose.
All our patients that are treated on the Tomo HD have benefited from this treatment because it allows me to pinpoint the radiation treatment fields and spare the healthy tissues, so the side effects are decreased dramatically.
David Romero, KRQE News 13.
It has been a year since Jill Barron has been treated, and she tells us she is feeling well and has not suffered from any side effects. Dr. Barrels says so far it looks like the treatment times are cut in half.
Very good news.